Broadway musicals that deal with race issues. 2. Let's talk about Amazing Grace, the musical. Oh boy. 5 of the longest months of my life. Okay. This is the story written by white people, told by white people, about a white man, British, whose father was a slave ship captain, had a fleet of slave ships, and this young man, actual real person, John Newton? I've tried to block so much of it out, who went into his father's business as a slave ship captain in charge of lots of slave ships. He's a real asshole, a real bastard. We see that from the very beginning. Got it. The whole show is about this guy who's just a dick. Why would we care about this person at all? Real life person who was at least captured by Africans but got free somehow, was in at least 1 or 2 shipwrecks, and the second one in the show anyway is like, oh God, if you just get me out of this shipwreck, I'll mend my ways. Ah. It also had people on stage in a shipwreck going like, whoa, whoa. That whole thing, that all happened on stage. Oh boy. Gets spared from the shipwreck, and suddenly, oh my God, this slave thing I've been doing is terribly wrong. I'm gonna go stand on the steps of Congress here in Britain and demand that everyone stop doing this, because I see that what we have done is wrong. Excuse me, what we have done? Let's start with what you have done. When he did that big speech, I wanted every person of color on the stage to just stop and slow clap at him. Good for you, white man. And then, he goes on to write the lyrics to Amazing Grace, and we sing it at the curtain call, and we all hold hands, and the audience stands up and sings it too, which proves that there is no more racism in America. We all stood there side by side holding hands singing Amazing Grace, did we not? There is no racism. Point of fact, apparently, after this man had the shipwreck and nearly died, he continued to be a slave ship captain for another decade before mending his ways. Second point of fact, as far as I've been told. The tune to Amazing Grace was a formerly enslaved people's tune that this asshole put lyrics to. So this whole musical, written by white people, helmed by white people, about how this white man figured out that slavery was wrong, is bullshit. And a really bad show. So again, my point being, wouldn't it be nice to tell stories about race issues written by people of color, helmed by people of color? We used to call Amazing Grace White Man's Guilt the Musical. There. Put that one in your bank. I don't know. Okay, bye now. Oh, no, before I go. Once again, let's always say, Billy, how many Broadway musicals have you written that got produced on Broadway? And the answer is, so perspective, yes, I'm picking things apart. Billy, can you do better? Don't think I can.